Many of us feel like we're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and the like, and it can be hard to find moments of peace and quiet. So today, let's explore some ancient indigenous philosophies that can help us all in our modern digital detox. Now, the first one is from the Hopi tribe in North America. The Hopi have a philosophy called Jote, which is about living in balance with nature and with each other. One way they put this into practice is by telling stories. Stories have the power to transport us to another place and time, helping us to forget about our problems for a while. It also helps to connect us with other people and their experiences. This can help us to feel less alone in the world and remind us of what's really important in life. The Hopi people believe that by sharing stories, we can learn from each other and pass on the wisdom of our ancestors to future generations. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, try taking a break and listening to a story, or maybe even sharing one of your own. You might be surprised at how much it helps. Next, we have the Aboriginal Australians. They have a concept called walkabout, which is a journey of self-discovery and healing. It's a time for the individual to disconnect from the distractions of everyday life and reconnect with themselves and their surroundings. During a walkabout, a person may travel long distances on foot, but it's not just about the physical journey, it's also a mental and spiritual one. By spending time in nature, away from the noise and chaos of modern life, we can clear our minds and focus on the things that really matter. We can learn to appreciate the beauty of the natural world around us and reconnect with ourselves and our spirituality. Another indigenous culture with a helpful philosophy is the Inuit. They have a practice called swak, which means to let it go. It's a way of dealing with the stress and trauma of everyday life. The Inuit people live in one of the most challenging environments on Earth, and they've had to develop some pretty effective coping mechanisms. When something stressful happens, instead of holding on to the negative feelings, the Inuit people practice letting it go and moving on. This can be hard to do, especially when we feel like we have no control over our situation. But the Inuit people have shown us that it's possible. And by practicing ikigai, we can free ourselves from the burden of negative emotions and move forward in our lives more positively. So there you have it, just a few indigenous philosophies that can help us all in our modern digital detox. Remember, we can learn a lot from the indigenous cultures of this world. They've been living on this planet for thousands of years, and they've developed some pretty effective ways of living in harmony with nature and with each other. By learning from them and adopting some of their practices into our own lives, we can all benefit. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by the noise and chaos of modern life, take a deep breath, disconnect from your devices, and try to reconnect with yourself and the natural world around you. You might be surprised at how much better you feel for it.